Give me a thumbs up or it's working, team, in the chat. It looks like it's working to me now. Yeah, good. Thanks, Jungle Peach, and welcome. And welcome everybody else as we dive back into Candlekeep Mysteries with all of our lovely crew here. Mark, Dan, Jared, and Maddie, who's just MIA taking care of a couple of things just at the moment. What announcements have we got this evening? Dan, take it away. Okay, so that's fantastic. Moving on. Wow. What? No sound from Finry. That would be an everyone thing right now. Stand by. See, I knew this was going to happen. Try and get all. It's not fair. It's not fair, is it?
About the movement thing that I'm seeing on Inflatable's little emojis thing in the Twitch chat. It looks slightly wrong.
And
can I say something?
Dan, we have audio from you, and we have audio from everybody else, sort of.
Dick nipples?
What is our big thing, a big reveal?
Big reveal! The dick nipples. No.
I'm sure that'll get a ban from Twitch.
Probably. Same for the hot tub stream. Yeah, August 18th, Spelljammer Academy. I don't know if you guys are keen for it, but you should be because it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be running it. Like, someone decided to give me the power to run a session again. I don't know why. It's going to be fantastic. But in conjunction with that, we will be doing a giveaway for a digital copy of Spelljammers Adventures in Space. What excitement!
So good.
But not just that. We're also going to be raising money again for Starlight, the Children's Foundation, raising money to help sick children in hospitals all across Australia. So all the excitement and very much pump. Back to you.
I'm very much looking forward to getting stuck into a bit of Spelljammer, and what better way to do that than with a giveaway. So stay tuned, make sure you're in the chat and follow along. And yeah, could be in the running to win.
Can I win it?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you create a fake account and pretend?
It's just going to be active nipples on Twitch. This isn't me.
All right, let's get into it. What? Hang on. Let's just make sure I'm not showing too much there.
Good.
Did you guys all see that? I'm sure.
No, it just sounded really funny.
Not showing too much. Anyway, not giving too much away. Right, as we left off last session, our crew here had ventured into the Grippli village to try and track down the source of what's happening behind Candlekeep's disrupted seafood trade coming from Grippli, the Grippli village. In pursuing that line of investigation, you managed to discover that the Grippli village had been overrun by this group of evil Yuan-Ti. There's also some other Yuan-Ti there who were pretty peaceful, but this evil group of Yuan-Ti were up to no good, causing havoc, throwing into prison the likes of Moke, who you found along your way. Most recently, you were told that these evil Yuan-Ti people were actually taking the eggs from the breeding area of the Grippli folk and just eating them, waiting for them to reach the right kind of level of maturity and just consuming these Grippli children. You guys were having absolutely none of that and took down all the bad guys that were sitting there waiting to just consume. Following a line of interrogation of one of those Yuan-Ti, you're able to find out that the old temple was a way up the river, which is where certain sacrifices and other nasty things were going down. In order to try and cleanse or bring the Grippli village back to a place of peace and restore trade back to Candlekeep, you ventured up to the temple, which is where we find ourselves tonight.
With a horrific scene playing out in front of us, DM. That's the last thing I wrote down.
Yes, that's right.
As I move aside the curtain just to look around the corner,
That's
what
right.
is it that Finry sees?
Let me just give the description of the layout here again for everyone's benefit.
Oh, sweet lord.
As we hit this. Okay, so the area that Finley finds himself in is at the top of a short set of steps. It's an open area enclosed by a 10-foot high outer wall and paved with tightly fitted stone slabs. To either side are truncated ramps that lead down to a lower area that seems to be still blocked with earth and rubble that still needs to be cleared away. And you've noticed that in each one of those areas are some of these Grippli folk who have been commissioned to try and remove, not commissioned, enslaved to try and remove this rubble. They are now cowering as they see you come storming through. Ahead of you, some 50 feet away, which is a lot less now given where you are, is another short staircase that leads to a 10-foot high inner wall with a door-sized opening in it that's covered by a curtain. Coming from beyond the doorway inside the enclosed area, you can hear the groaning and plaintive cries of creatures being mistreated. Finry steps forward and peered ever so carefully through the curtain. The upper court of the temple has been completely cleared of debris. You see 6 pillars that support the 10-foot high ceiling, and the northern half of the enclosed area is bathed in bright light, making it easy for you to see the horrific scene playing out in the far end of the room.
That was the horrific scene I was talking about.
What would you like to do?
I'm still telepathically linked with the party, and I'll just reach out to them and I'll say, "Hey guys, there's a horrific scene playing out in front of me. Should I investigate more?" Or...
Can you describe it?
Oh, hang on, give me a second. Oh god, it's horrifying. It's pretty horrific. This scene is horrific.
Specifics.
Oh yes, the horror. It's bad. I'll creep forward a little bit, and I'm gonna have a little peek.
So what you see as you peek through the doorway, the curtain, you can see the 2 creatures that are kind of in that amount of pain and that are being mistreated. You see 2 of these Yuan-Ti creatures, one more humanoid, one more snake-like, that are strapped to 2 of these different pillars, one on either side of this room. And you can see they're bloody, they're beaten, they are not in a good state. Beyond that, behind a makeshift altar, you do see a very large Yuan-Ti that you hadn't seen one of these before, at least not here in the Grippli area. And beyond that, you see 2 further Yuan-Ti creatures, one with the snake-like head and one with the snake tail, but humanoid in other ways.
Oh yeah, it's pretty horrifying. Like, I thought it was going to be a fucking dragon, but it's not a fucking dragon. So I think we should be good. There's like a Jabba the Hutt looking fucker in here, and there's a dude with the snake head, and then there's one with a snake tail with like a human body. It's like, you know, if you cut them in half, you could like make one full big snake. And then there's some other Yuan-Ti snake people that you know, being tortured or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna say that, you know, it's pretty horrifying, very horrifying. We are all horrified here, and we should probably maybe do something.
As you're relaying this, you do hear the strange chime ring out from within this temple. It sounds like, oh, here's Bonnie, look out!
Oh God, it's her, right? No.
You just described the horrific scene. It's really horrific.
Was he looking? Were we looking in a mirror?
That would have been great. But no.
Supposedly a strange chime just rang out, and it goes, "Oh God, here's Bonnie."
It sounds like, the triangle instrument. It sounds like that, but a bit of a deeper tone.
I'm just imagining like a Yuan-Ti with like a little triangle.
Very well.
All right, guys, I can try and sneak further in, but I think this might be an all hands on deck situation. I can try and cause a distraction and then try have them come out to where you all are, and then you just like blammo them as they come out. Like,
how big is the big one? Assuming you've relayed that information back to us.
He's at least 1.5 jobbers.
Like we're way out of the fucking way. Okay.
Yeah. So he's looking here. We're way back here.
As the sound of this chime starts to die down, you hear the two creatures inside just screaming in agony.
I mean, we should, like, the two people that are trapped, we should probably try and save them if we can.
Did they scream in agony as if they were just hurt? Or did they scream in anticipation of what's coming? Like,
Inside check.
Did they flip? We're doing this through Finry. Finry's laying it all back.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be anticipation. It could be fear. It could be they're in pain. I'm not sure what their kinks are. I have to get closer to find out.
DM, do we get a sense of?
It's very hard to tell. You don't even hear. You can hear the faintest of chimes ringing, but you hear them screaming afterwards.
All right.
Is
I'm going a little bit further. Whoop.
Is there anything flammable? Oh, that's the wrong character. Or I've been playing on my Monday game with my friends. I've been playing a little Irish-sounding halfling wizard, and it just came out. Oh God! Now it's going to be stuck in my head. Is there anything flammable around?
Where you are, Bonnie? Not a whole lot. There's a few sticks
No,
on the
I mean,
ground.
like, hey, if we were... Oh, fuck that. What is this? My kids trashed
the
my,
gripplis.
Oh, do you think we could...
When you say flammable, as in it's already burning, or something we can use to light the Molotov cocktails that we got?
That. And also just, like, general flaminity for distraction and chaos, and, I don't know, like, if we can't kill the Yuan-Ti, might as well just, like, burn the whole place down.
Yeah, that's not a bad plan, Bonnie. My only thing...
The bad plan.
My only thing is I'm a little concerned because we haven't really seen a whole bunch of Yuan-Ti. It's kind of weird that the Gripplis have all been cowed by like 10 to 20 of them. So,
All right. Well,
Can I whisper to the one next to me and be like, what's the screaming happening inside? What's happening in there? This guy.
He looks at you, and he looks like completely wide-eyed and confused, and he comes out with this... He just sounds like he's got this really guttural croak, but he's really trying to tell you something. He's
Can
like,
I offer...
Has he got a tongue?
Yeah. I'm not going to make a roll in perception or investigation to see if he's got a tongue. Yeah, you see that thing popping around.
What? Does he speak Sylvan? Or is Frog a specific language?
Make a nature check.
Very good. I shall do that. That's a 15. Oh, it's not found. That's a 15. I got to connect to my virtual tabletop.
You can kind of make out that he's trying to say something, but I don't know if you really can tell whether he speaks Sylvan or not. You can certainly give it a go.
I will certainly give it a go. I will clear my throat and try and crack out my best Sylvan. And be like, hey buddy, I noticed you guys seem to be having a bad time here. I was just wondering if they're doing a sacrifice inside or not.
He waits for a moment, looks at you with large blinking eyes, and again just
Blink once for yes, sacrifice. Blink twice for no sacrifice.
His eyes remain wide for a very long time.
Does his tongue
thanks for the
reach
sub,
out and
Adam.
clean his eye?
It does not, but he stares at you for a long moment, and then just, I don't know whether he blinks. You can try and, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to interpret that as there's something in there or it's just got a blink.
The potential sacrifices, are they tied to these pillars?
From what you could tell, it looked like they were, stagged down, leaning against these pillars.
Like chains, rope, like what are we talking about here?
You couldn't really make it out from your little peek through the curtain.
I rolled a natural 20 last session for perception. I can see everything.
Did you? Oh, you
I did.
With a natural 20, you're able to see that it looks like they are leather straps.
Oh my.
All right, guys, I have a possibly a fetish developing, but also I have an idea.
Frogs and flame?
We'll call that Plan B.
I feel like we need a safe word with Finry.
The safe word is dick nipples. It always has been. I've been telling you guys for how many sessions now, but nobody seems to understand. All right, I could try and free these people with my psychic daggers and stuff, and then when they run, like, people could chase them, and then, well, what we did with the hags.
What are you trying to psychic dagger?
The leather straps to try and free these people from the pillars.
Does that work? Are they psychic because they're coming from you, or are they psychic?
So essentially, it's like my psychic will manifested as a blade that can do actual damage. So I can use them to cut things as well as also hurt people's brains.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hello, Meeples.
Hello, Raiders.
From Meeples and Dragons, legends. Welcome.
Oh, Meeples and Dragons. I know those people. They do Jaspers. They're great.
You guys.
I played in
I
that.
love you guys. Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, thanks, boys. All right.
Thanks.
Do these
Yes.
grippli count as small creatures, or are they small beasts, or are they proper creatures?
They look like smallish humanoid creatures. Small humanoid.
Are there any other animals I can see around? Like a bird or a squirrel? Squirrel!
Make a perception check. Finnery, from where you are, you can hear the chime ring out again.
That's a 12 on the perception.
You see a couple of birds flying overhead. Yeah, they're fairly high up. They look like they are scouting around for something to eat.
Okay. How many chimes have struck so far?
2 chimes have struck so far.
Are they getting?
What time is it?
What time is it? Well, I don't know, mid-afternoon, I think.
So are the chimes like getting quicker in succession, or they've been constant like intervals between the chimes?
If they've done twice, you can't tell.
That's right.
All right, guys, I think we really need to come up with a plan. Otherwise, we're doing the Finnery plan, which is bust in, take names, all that sort of thing.
Die.
And we're not gonna die, Gary. When have we ever died? We've never died. We've been unconscious, but we've never died.
Well, at this stage, we are not. committed, and I don't feel particularly invested in saving these two Yuan-Ti strapped to the to those pillars. I haven't got many spells at the moment, and I won't be able to help us all if it were to come to blows.
And he is our healer.
I thought you said you were useful.
In short bursts, sure.
Maybe you should work on that.
I'm in training.
Thank you, Cat, for my minor blessing.
Woo. Well, then, what if, it's not so much them, the Yuan-Ti that I'm most worried about. It's the chiming and the Jabba the Hutt looking Yuan-Ti, and the other ones. Like, something's gonna happen, and if we don't stop it, something worse could happen. Is my whole thing.
Did they scream again with the second chime?
As the chime died down, yeah, they screamed out in agony once more.
Okay.
And it sounded even more like the amount of suffering was greater, like they can't take much more of it.
I mean, okay, so if Pinner's going to burst in and do a distraction, I'm going to cast Phantom Steed, and I'm going to quietly bring it up to Finri and go, I got you a distraction.
Oh my god. Oh, ooh. This is going to be metal as shit. Okay, all right. Can anyone do like a minor illusion and stuff, and we'll pretend that I'm a god being summoned by this torture, and that I'm here to wreak awful havoc on these snake people.
So
I can minor illusion as a cantrip. The minor illusion I was going to suggest was like throwing the sound of rocks tumbling behind them and see how they react.
Also, I'm imagining that this Phantom Steed is like one of those screaming goats from Thor.
Oh my god, yes. Yes. So just for the sake of you knowing, it has a speed of 100 feet. So in one turn, you can go absolutely crazy inside, but if it does take any damage, it disappears.
Awesome. All right. Here's the idea. Okay, I will be the distraction. I will lead whoever and stuff out from here. And then you guys get in, do like investigations and rescue the people if they need to be rescued. If not, leave them, and then like exit. I can be a very good distraction. I have an idea.
I'm just gonna casually move this. Okay, so where do you want us, Finri? I'm just giving you the horse. Okay.
Well, if you guys just like hide outside like the entrance to the temple thing, and I'll draw them towards me, and then as soon as like they come chasing after me, you guys sneak in and do what you got to do.
Pow pow.
So maybe. Okay, so hide around the corner. Do you think?
I think that is generally a good place to hide. You know, where they can't see you.
All right. I'll go hide over.
That's right. Okay. All right.
Out of line of sight. Nice.
Yes. It's the best way to do it. You're doing good. Till I see you're doing very good.
Okay, guys.
Wait.
In position.
How does everyone? Is everyone like on with this plan? Is everyone?
I mean,
with this
like
plan?
we don't have anything better, so we got to make it work.
And if they really, really chase you and they're really, really mean, it's
I
called
just love the fact.
succession planning. Any
We
organization
don't have a
needs
better plan, so this is the plan we're going with. All right.
I mean, if you die, we don't get paid, but at the same time,
We could also like rob his corpse. I'm pretty sure he's got the backup stash of gold for bonuses down the track squared away.
pretty sure
Well,
he's holding
I'm
out
really
on us.
okay. Bonnie, bonuses are half yearly. Okay, we're not there yet. It's only been 3 months. Okay. Just wait, and then we'll do your performance review and see how you're tracking along, and that'll calculate how you burn. Anyway, we're getting distracted. I jump on the screaming goat. Phantom
Oh, thanks, Cat, for the gift.
Before this, I'm like backed up against the wall here, and then when I'm within range of everyone, I'll cast Bless on everyone again.
Or
Can you remind us, for those who can't remember things, what that gives us?
Extra D4. I'll write it down. The extra D4 for attacks and saves.
Is there any, like, we have to stay in range, or it's just in range at time of casting?
That one.
And for how long?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Phantom Steed. Does it have any action?
1 minute. Okay.
So it's as soon as as soon as he's moving, I do it.
Sorry, Dan, what was that?
Does the Phantom Steed only have movement? Does it have an action or anything like that?
I think it only has movement.
Okay.
Yeah. Combat this.
All right.
Probably.
Finnery jumps on the Phantom Goat as Master of Puppets begins to play in the backgrounds. Alright, and I'm going to start screaming just like the goat is, and I'm going to run into the room with it. I run into the room. Oh shit, that's more terrifying than I thought it was going to be. Oh shit, this is a bad idea.
We can't see it, and so that's all we're hearing.
Do we hear that in our, via our mind link? Because, we might just consider leaving.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh god.
Horrific. You're up close.
All you guys hear is as I rush in.
And as you rush in, Brynry, and you see this creature standing before you, you see it it's looking over this, looks like a sarcophagus in front of it, with the lid slightly ajar.
Oh, come on.
To your left. To your left at the back, the Yuan-Ti you see is holding this strange looking chime thing, and the one on the right at the back has got this bright glowing lantern it's holding up in front of it. Which is the only source of light in the room. The two creatures in front of the sarcophagus are the ones which are covered in blood and cuts and strapped to these pillars. And as you enter that room, this large Yuan-Ti looks up, sees you, points to one of his goons on the right.
Molotov cocktails at the sarcophagus.
Let's roll for initiative. Get it in there. Let's go.
Let's be real. We're never going to negotiate our way out of this.
I am the distraction. You guys are good. They haven't seen you guys yet. They don't know you're there. They just see me and the screaming goat.
All we hear is screams and then this bright flash of flame.
Oh, I can't add my initiative to the tracker. There is no...
You owe me money, Bonnie. I told you it was a dragon. Let's go.
I just feel like if this goes down horribly, or if it goes down really well and there's a Yuan-Ti survivor, there'll be some kind of deity story about, hey wait, I'm a bard, I could write that story. Yep, never mind. Fine.
Is there a...
You must survive.
There's no active encounter.
There's no active encounter, so it won't let me roll.
There we go.
Okay, go. Going.
Wow.
Holy shit, that is a fucking... Oh, sorry, I rolled a 6.
2, 2, 2. You know what you gotta do.
Did you say you rolled a 2 there?
I rolled... Oh.
I think a lot of us had base rolls as our 2, so I had 5.
5.
I had 6.
Number 2.
In your pants.
Gary, the bastard 20.
Maybe Gary should have written the screaming goat thing. Jesus Christ.
Who's missing? Merc. Merc rolled a 4. Good.
Maybe I should have gone with my strippogram plan instead. Everyone just hears in their head.
Lasai.
Happy birthday,
Mr. Abomination.
The scale mother?
Scale mother?
You have built what? An explosive of some kind.
We have the Molotov cocktail things that we got.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of roll for damage. I'm thinking
Grippli
2d6 damage for that.
Yep, that sounds good.
Just by way of who has minor blessings. Merc has a minor blessing. Gary has a minor blessing. And I have a minor blessing.
Oh shit.
Team. Come on, viewers. Why would you do that to us? You're going to kill us.
Minor
Or we can use
blessings.
a deck of cards.
Minor blessings. Minor
Actually,
blessings today will be rolled, not
Can-
cards. I haven't got a deck of cards handy.
I've got a deck of cards.
So we have Can we use bless on our initiative check? Because it's an ability check.
I'm going to give you this Molotov throw first anyway,
Okay.
because it makes sense. You can get in and chuck that because that was the plan anyway, right?
It was always the plan. I didn't think of
Yeah,
it
it
on
was
the
always
spot
the
as I
plan.
burst through. It was always the plan. 100%. All right, I'm going to launch. What do I roll for this?
Roll a strength check to hit,
Strength.
and then 2d6 for damage. And that'll be a radius of 10 feet.
So strength, not a dexterity for my ranged attack?
No, because it's a throwing property, right? Use your strength.
No, you use dexterity for throwing stuff.
Fine.
Always has been. Cool. That's much better for me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Plus a d4. Because it's an attack roll.
If that's what
Yeah.
Bless does.
Yeah.
Achoo! Here they come. 16.
Well, you better just, because you're not really aiming to hit, I guess, are you? So that was a bit of a
I'm
stupid call.
aiming at like towards the sarcophagus. I just want to get the sarcophagus with the Molotov.
Yeah, you landed right just in front of the sarcophagus.
Cool. And then
And-
2d6.
2d6.
8 points of fire damage.
8 points.
And
Oh.
if it's a mummy, if it's like a mummified thing, I would assume it has weakness to fire because it's all dry out and shit. Please.
Okay, anything else on your turn, Henry?
Yeah. Turn around and run back out. That was me that time, not the goat. Run back out.
Just as you do that, and these Yuan-Ti recover from that blast, the large one gives a nod to the one on his, which would have been your left, and it starts charging after you. Gary, you're up.
I will hold my action.
I have 100 feet of movement.
Until-
Stop at the door.
Oh God, he's fucked off.
I have 100 feet of movement, but I get to like the door of the temple thing and I stop.
Can you hold
And I just turn
movement?
around.
Is it movement and action, or just action?
Just action. You ready in action?
I will hold an action, which is to throw a spear at. If multiple come through, then the rear one.
The rear one. Okay, got it.
As in, not the first one to exit. I'll see if another one comes out.
He's gonna come straight after you.
That one.
Why did you pick there to hide? That's
I'm
not
like-
a hiding space.
I'm hiding up against the thing.
Oh, you're doing your crunk.
Yeah.
As you exit the building, Finnery,
I don't know. I went like right up to the entrance, but I stopped just before going out of the temple.
sorry,
Because I was like-
you went out through the curtain door, right? So you
I went
of
out
that
through the curtain
area.
door. Yes.
I nearly throw my spear at Finry.
Who's nearest the door? Merc. You hear this incredibly loud hiss. The curtain buffets just a little bit, but then you hear that chime one more time. and the scream of pain from those two which are strapped to those pillars reaches its peak before being silenced.
I think we missed the sacrifice window. He said mid-afternoon, that's 3 chimes.
Yeah.
Bonnie, you're up.
Oh no, okay. So there's a curtain at the entrance of the door. Shit.
Yeah, curtain right there.
Oh, ass. Okay, I'm going to... What?
Oh, I was just gonna say, hearing that, if I had a chance to say anything, I'd just let everyone know that I think it is lunchtime.
Oh, God. I'm going to poke my head in with an arrow readied and loose it at the nearest thing, which would be... Oh, hello. Okay, that's great. Oh, God.
See, now you understand the screaming.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and loose it at the nearest one to me, and then take the rest of my movement back out of the door. So I'm going to use their own poison arrows against them, which will be this +1 plus a d4. So 18. Does an 18 hit? That's base.
This guy? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that'll be 1d6 plus 3. So that is 5 damage. I'm just gonna like look in there, like have this horrified look on my face, going, ah, bang, and then be like, ah.
And back out. Amazing.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, okay, we'll just go back to there out of the way. Cool. All right, and that's my turn.
Finnery,
like,
back to you.
Guys, there's so many snakes.
I know, right? Okay. Okay. Is there like a ledge or anything on top of where the door is up here?
A ledge? There's a roof.
So like, is it like a carved archway where there's like a bit of an overhang, like jutting out, or
no, just flat. There's roof. There's no eave on it. No. Flat wall.
Well, shit.
Roof over the top.
Okay, all right. Finray's just going to have a quick word to the people, like, let's do what we do with the hags.
I don't think that giant snake's going to fit in that bag, Finray.
Oh no, just whoever, like, the first person that comes out, because like I can keep running, but like they haven't all come out yet, and I would prefer, not to leave you guys.
Run in, grab one, and like drag it out.
I mean,
okay, lasso one, drag it out. Then
sure, yeah, I definitely know how to lasso something. Yes, okay, all right, I will. Oh, this is okay. All right. I'm gonna get as with the phantom goat is rushing up. I'm going to get out some rope. Oh, I don't like this. And as to get through the door, I'm gonna see the first Yuan-Ti with the snake head. Just here. Why is there blood popping up everywhere? What the fuck?
My bad.
And I'm gonna lasso him and yeehaw back out of there.
You have a D4?
You're gonna lasso this guy here, right?
Yep.
You can certainly try. So I have no idea what you're supposed to roll for a lasso, but I'm gonna say a dex check.
A dex check. Well, just so happens that's my speciality with a 24.
Okay, this is going to be contested. See if you can move out of the way. Whoop. He absolutely cannot beat a 24. You managed to get the rope out of him, over him.
Yeehaw! I tighten it and turn around and yeah! Run back out with the goat, dragging this poor Yuan-Ti behind us.
Give me a strength check to see if you can actually drag this dude.
What's the strength? I'm not. It's the goat's doing the running.
You have a magical goat. How strong is this magical goat?
How strong is the magical goat? I don't know.
I don't know. Goatee?
Goat on strength 12 plus 1.
Is that
If
what
it's
it
magical.
is? Well, it is magical. It's like quasi-real horse-like creature. I'm going goat, apparently.
Screaming goat. Screaming goat. It's a screaming goat.
For a
It's-
riding
It's stats for a riding horse, except it
Okay.
has a speed of 100 feet.
What is the riding horse's strength?
Riding horse 5e.
Oh, Google. We love you.
Hooray! 16 is the strength of a riding horse.
Let's do it.
So it's 16 with the modifier is.
So that's plus
Does it-
3 is his
Does it
modifier.
Plus three.
benefit from Bless?
I'm sorry?
Did it benefit from Bless?
No, it
Or you
did
have to
not
select.
benefit
No, it
from
wasn't
Bless.
best.
Yeehaw!
Ooh, I
Oh
love it.
god.
With
Stop it, Adam!
yes, minor blessing. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to use.
No!
I'm absolutely going to use my minor blessing right.
No, Adam, no. Oh my god. That would've been
Because
so
right
cool.
They
now,
want us to die.
I have 2 minor. No, yes, I have 2 in total. I'm going to use 1, which is going to be. So you say you've got a deck of cards there, Maddie? Is that what we're
I
going to do?
do!
You can roll. You can rifle through those cards. I'll say when.
Are the picture cards worth 10?
Yes, they
They're
are.
pretty low
That's a lot of picture cards.
in the deck.
What are aces worth?
1.
I'll go from the bottom to the top because
Yep.
I know how to do that.
Stop.
Alright.
Oh.
That's a 5.
Okay. I'm going to use 1 more minor blessing.
Did you roll a natural 1?
No, I don't think so. There wasn't much off it. Stop. And a 7.
Eep.
So, with those 2 minor blessings, thanks very much, people in the chat. That was very, very helpful.
They just want to see Finry die.
You got to take off with this magical goat and the rope around it. But it just doesn't move. Like, you come to a complete stop, and as you continue trying to get out of there, you can feel it coming forward with you a little bit until the rope slips out of your hands, and you take off like a spring, and without the thing in tow.
Well, at least I didn't fall off the goat. At least I'm not in the room with them.
I don't know.
Bonnie, I did not get the lasso. It did not work. This is a bad time. The DM has hacks switched on.
So, end your turn, Finry.
Shit. All right. Thank you so much, Goaty. You've been wonderful, but yeah, I'm going to jump off the goat and I'm going to rush up over this way, and I'm going to use my bonus action to stealth.
Okay.
Yeah. With 26.
Your tiny stature crashes behind this set of stairs, and you are just gone in the shadows.
Okay. And I have my hands on the bag of holding ready.
Fantastic. Merc, you're up.
Yes, I will. I'm not really sure what to do, but I will channel divinity, and I will use Twilight Sanctuary. So, as an action, I present my holy symbol, which is the scythe, and a sphere of twilight emanates from me. It has 30-foot radius, and it's filled with dim light, but it's daytime. It lasts for a minute, and whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. So I can grant it temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus my cleric level, or end one of its effects, charmed or frightened. One of those effects. But I'll cast that, so if any of my buddies end their turn within 30 feet of me, I'll be able to grant them some temporary hit points.
Dope.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Sorry, did you give him a saving
Yeah, so okay, so I think so there's no limit to that. So whoever just ends their turn in that area, which is massive, gets 1d6 plus 6 hit points.
Wow.
Sorry, that stacks?
I mean,
Or it goes off as many times as per person, but not like if you have 3 turns that ends.
it doesn't say there's a limit to how many times you can benefit from it.
I don't think it stacks. I think it would like reset every turn.
Perhaps.
So if you lose hit points, then you heal. You get like X amount of extra hit points.
The extra temporary hit points. Yeah, because someone said last session that temporary hit points don't stack. So if you already have some temporary hit points, if you get more, it'll just replace them if it's larger, I think.
Sweet.
Not sure.
Do I have temporary hit points now, or do I have to wait until my next
I think
turn?
you have to wait till your next turn.
Okay, cool.
And I don't really want to move too far from here, but I don't want to be right near the door either. So I think I'm going to move in this direction over here and sort of hang tight. Maybe about there.
Okay.
That was my action, and I think I'll just chill there for now.
Okay. Which brings us to Gary.
Cool. Is there a Yuan-Ti inside that might be considered grappled?
Yes, I just made that adjustment with the rope still around him. It's still pulled pretty tight because it was about to go. So yes, he's currently grappled.
Massive gamble. Okay.
Don't get up near Bonnie. I would say she's right there.
I'm going inside.
Oh, do it! Leroy Jenkins this shit.
Okay, now I can see the layout. Let me see if I can actually get to that person. Just double check that the 10-10. Yeah, something like that. Cool. And I'm gonna punch on. Because it's what Gary does best. With advantage, because he's grappled, right?
Yeah.
Where's my thing on? With a D4. Thank you, Jared. Punch. For a 22 to hit.
Yes, 22 hits.
Oh, there was some brief battle music just then.
It was far too much organ.
Let's go again.
Gary's about to show the
25,
Yuan-Ti his organs.
25, 25 hits. So what do we got? 15 damage so far.
Yeah. Flurry of blows. Two more unarmed strikes as a bonus action. 1d4. With a 31 to hit.
Yeah, maybe might hit. Yeah, that hits. Come on.
For 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Just realized I can't actually get back out again. We'll make this the final punch. Does any... For a 30 to hit.
Oh, Jesus.
For another 7 points. Punch, 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 punch.
Yeah.
And do I want... Whenever. Okay, that's not a key point. Cool. I would like to do 2... Sorry, bear with me. Whenever you hit with one of your flurry of blows attacks, you can impose the following effect. Fall prone if dex, get pushed 15 feet if strength, or it can't take a reaction until the end of your next turn. I would like to push it 15 feet times 2. Or at least
feet.
one of those. No,
What?
as in... We'll try for 2 flurry of blows affects things, but if one of them moves... No, I can really only do it on the last one, right? Because if I pushed it another 15 feet, then the second punch would be out of range. Make a DC 14 strength save.
Oh, is he at disadvantage if he's grappled?
Yeah.
Nope.
No what?
No, not for
Fail?
disadvantage. No, hang on.
Oh.
That's a big 12.
Massive 12?
Massive 12.
It's pushed 15 feet the hell away from me.
It gets shafted just directly along the back towards the back of the room, reaches halfway. Next to what you can now make out is the corpse of one of his brethren.
Cool. Cool. One more thing, maybe. No, that's a bonus action. Nope. I'm done.
You're done. Okay. It's his turn. Now, someone might be able to help me out here. How can this guy get himself unrestrained? Ungrappled, sorry. Restrained, grappled, whatever.
That's a strength check.
Spend an action.
It's an action for a strength check, yeah.
Action for a strength check.
Is it a strength check?
It'd be
It's an
strength or dex.
unhandled.
Yeah, it's a strength or dex. It's usually one of those two.
What would be the DC for this? Like,
Well, you
It's up
see,
to me,
as the
huh?
game master, you can bullshit your way through this part.
can't
So,
bullshit.
Or do you just
What
let
number
him
am I?
have it? Do you just let him have it, but he's got to...
or you
he's
just
got
have
the
to
action.
beat my original 24 if you
No.
can.
No, he does manage to get out of it, so you can see that with his snake-like body starting to take form, he's able to wiggle himself enough such that the rope loosens
Wiggle,
and
wiggle, wiggle,
falls to the
wiggle,
ground.
wiggle.
Yeah. But that is his action. Which brings us to the other
You
guy.
can still- You can move.
This guy moves forward in this direction, lines you up, Gary,
Great. Cool.
and fires a longbow at you.
Pew pew. This is where patient defense would have been really handy had I not spent
For a
The key
23 to
point.
hit.
for a what?
23 to hit.
Can I minor blessing try and reduce
Wait,
that? Minor
no.
blessings
Wait,
for
Can't you catch it with your reaction? You're a monk.
Ooh,
You can catch flying projectiles.
no, yeah, that's right. That's right. Deflect missiles.
Yeah, boy.
Deflect missiles, bitch.
Fuck yeah.
Hang on, is that just every time or you got to roll for it?
That's a reaction. No, I need to. You're gonna have to bear with me as I got
You're
to
right.
deflect myself.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna roll something equal to or greater than, and you can catch it, and then you can throw it back at them if you succeed.
Yes, it's true. Haha. Didn't see that one
Monk
coming.
shit. Monk shit.
Oh, what?
Patient defense.
Okay.
Are you
well,
high enough
first-
level? Are you able to do it? Player's handbook. It's out. I
It's
see
on
it.
it's on the character sheet, but not something I can seem to.
Anyone in the chat can help us with this crazy deflect missiles bullcrap.
I know it's a certain level you can do it. I don't remember which level. Please be able to do it.
Oh, wow! Thanks for following, O'Sullivan Kate.
Woo! Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm nearly there. Deflect missiles, page 78.
You had to go to the index.
Deflect missiles starting at
man.
level 3. I can use my reaction to deflect or catch the missile. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your monk level. Okay. Roll for damage.
Rolling for damage.
Roll for
I've never
damage.
really used this. I
That's a-
think that
that's a
as
big-
long as we've had Gary, he's never. It's a big 4.
It's a big 5.
Okay, so we do 1d10.
Come on. Don't forget you have a minor
I think-
blessing.
What do you mean? What's the D10 for?
yeah,
Oh, okay, so I see.
It's great.
1d10 plus your dex modifier.
Plus your character level. Or monk level.
My dex modifier is +5. But
So
since I
that's a
catch it.
one.
Okay. So the damage was 10, so as long as I've reduced it to 0, I catch the missile. If I catch the missile in this way, I can spend a key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon. Make a ranged attack with proficiency, regardless of your weapon. And the missile counts as a monk. Fuck.
Counts as
This is
monk
where-
bullshit.
Monk bullshit, yes! Go monk bullshit!
So
It
awesome.
counts as
So
a-
this guy
It counts as
fires
a
his
monk
arrow.
weapon.
You turn in
I'll-
place, grab his arrow, and you're about to chuck it back at him, I think. Chuck it! Chuck!
With a D4. I
I-
don't think you've got a D4.
I'm gonna throw it at the guy I've already punched on with.
Oh! He deflected
I don't
this
think
time.
it means. I don't think it means I have to attack
No,
the same
probably
person.
anyone. I'll allow it.
Counts as a monk weapon. So what's a monk weapon? Bear with
okay.
me.
It means you get to use your dexterity and proficiency.
Don't forget, people in the chat, that coming the 18th of August, Spelljammer Academy and giveaway.
A giveaway of Spelljammer Adventures in Space.
What?
Oh my god, get hyped. Get hyped.
I'll tell you what, Jez, move on, and I'll tell you what the.
Did Gary get his D6 plus 6 hit points?
I did not. Thank you, Jared.
You're 25 feet away from me.
And while you're holding his arrow and doing whatever movement you are currently doing on the place, and healing up, another arrow comes flying your way.
So what is a monk weapon attack?
For a 17 to hit.
It misses.
What? This one goes wide. You hear it clattering on the walls next to you.
Plus 1d4. Plus 1d4 because it's a.
Meanwhile,
I'm so used to just clicking buttons and making sure that they happen that I have no idea how to actually just roll a regular monk weapon attack.
How roll dice?
How roll
So,
dice? How they work?
It is a D20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus. How dice do math?
meanwhile, from the back of the room, the huge Yuan-Ti pulls out this massive bow, and you can hear the string creaking as he lines you up while you're dealing with this arrows coming at you from the one on your right.
Does
The large
Gary
one.
have cover? Because Gary is behind a pillar. Just want to say, I want to say to Gary, I'm on the save Gary camp.
No, that's fair. That's a fair point. And to mitigate that, this guy just comes across to the right-hand side because he's kind of squinting. I haven't got a clear shot. Comes over
That's
to this
damn
guy.
bullshit.
27 to what, Gary?
27 to finally throw the arrow back. It's taken that long.
You hit anything you want.
The Yuan-Ti to the north of me.
Yep, this guy here. With what? With what damage?
Again, I don't know. Because it would be a crossbow. No, because it would be...
I can take... Look, you can use the same damage as this arrow. Which was... I don't even know.
Missile counts as a non-grappling for the attack.
1d8 piercing.
Fine. In the interest of moving things along.
1d8 piercing, let's have it. 4 points of damage. Okay. And this massive arrow comes your way. First one. Oh, that's a natural one, and that just goes, it just flops. You know how you misfire an arrow and just dunk, just falls out of the string on the floor. He
They
fires
have a
again.
pill for that.
For a 12 to hit. Obviously that doesn't. Just two, this guy has, like, he's struggling to figure out as to how he's supposed to do this with these massive snake fingers. Because snakes don't really have fingers, so he has all kinds of clumsiness going on. The arrows keep falling to the ground.
He's possibly having to do math in the back of his head like all of us.
Bonnie, you're up.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to try something different from what I'd done in my turn, because that was just simple. That I put in the chat. I was like, oh, we'll just do the same thing. I'm going to take out my bone flute, or my series of bone pipes, and I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to start doing, like, da 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 as I cast Enthrall on the snakes.
Love it.
So that's a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
On how many can that affect?
All of the ones that can that I can see within
All
60
the
feet.
ones that you can see.
Am I close enough? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, I'm close enough. 60 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's a what saving throw?
15. Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. The guy that's grappled suffers from it. He starts to stop moving around and just go still.
Okay. That's a good start.
The other two managed to shake off the effect of your bone flute charms.
Dang.
But the one that had the rope around him, who is no longer grappled, does succumb to it. Now he is now, what did you say, charmed?
Yes. So anyone who's charmed is incapacitated. Anyone who failed the save has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to perceive any other creature other than myself until the spell ends, which is a minute, or the creature can no longer hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So probably what I do is keep casting, singing my little song. And it's here, not see. So I'm going to step back and hope they kind of follow me. Why am I? I'm crashing through the wall. Oh wait, because I'm an idiot. There we go. And I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna. I'm charming snakes.
Hey, you're a snake charmer. Ah, how are you now?
Oh, hi.
Henry, you're up.
Does Bonnie get some temporary hit points for being close to Merc?
It's for life. I'd say.
Jared, does
Oh, sorry.
Bonnie does Bonnie get some temporary hit points for being within 30 feet of you at the end of her turn?
Sure does.
Hooray!
D6 plus 6.
D6
Temporary
plus
hit
6. I'm gonna roll that shit.
I still have to roll mine.
Na na na. Na 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 na. D6
Ew.
plus 6, did you say?
Yep. Level 6 we are,
Na na
right?
na. Yeah. Aw, one. Excuse fucking you, what?
Better than nothing. Better than nothing.
I'll get you.
Thank you, Jared, for my 12.
Ooh.
All right. I will. Not seeing Gary. I'm gonna reach out and run. Gary, you okay?
I'm solid. Thanks, boss.
Yeah, sure. Do you need a hand? I can come in and cause some ruckus, divert some attention. All right. At the hesitation, at the hesitation, Finry's already on his way. He's gonna rush up the stairs. He's gonna slide between Bonnie's legs, pop into the room, and be like, "All right, you motherfuckers, who wants some?" And then look around. What's happening with the sarcophagus at the back?
It is the top of it, the lid of it, is pushed far enough ajar. It is basically
I'm gonna
off.
continue my movement, and then I'm gonna bonus action dash, and I'm gonna leap off of this altar thing, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck this sarcophagus! It ain't no good!" And then I'm gonna come down with a psychic dagger and stab into the coffin, whatever's in there.
You jump up in the air as you get over the top of this sarcophagus. The lid is off, and you look down, and it's empty.
Well, she.
You come plopping down and just knife just into stone.
Ha. Okay. All right. Well, guys, there's nothing in the sarcophagus. I think I killed it with my Molotov cocktail. So, there's that.
Oh, job done.
Job done. We're done. Let's pack it up and go home. Sorry, Yuan-Ti snake people. We'll get out of your hair. You know, everything's all done now. It's all good, right? Right?
We still get paid, right?
I'm sure we'll still get paid, but I'll actually say that out loud to the Yuan-Ti people. Like, oh, sorry, we thought you were gonna, resurrecting some great ancient evil, but if there's nothing here, like, it's all good. Like, we'll just leave and leave you guys to it.
This great one, this huge one, turns to you, Finry, just slowly watching you do this acrobatics over the top, and just watches you with this confused but I guess angry look on its face. And it turns to you and says, "Oh no, this is just the beginning. You can't wake the skilled mother easily." And it pulls out this massive sword, which looks like a massive fang carved to be a blade.
Wait, you're not the scaled mother?
And as they pull out the sword, Finry just says, "Are you just overcompensating? Maybe just a little?"
It just hisses at you. Anything else on your turn, Finry?
Yep, that's my action. Bonus action. Everything's just used up for stabbing an empty coffin. Fantastic. Love it.
Merc, you're up.
Hold on. I will get as close to the doorway as I can. How high is the steps, to this ledge? Can I just climb up that, or do I have to go up?
Yeah. You better climb up that couple of stairs.
All right. I'm going to kind of move into the doorway and then step to the side. I've got my measuring tool. Can I just click it to the clicky click? All right.
Clickety clack.
I'm going to walk in
Oh god.
and have a bit of a gander at what the hell's going on. As I walk in, the dim light that's emitting from me comes out, and I have like a bit of faint layer of mist on the floor. I have my own personal smoke screen, smoke machine. And I'll enter this room and call upon my spiritual weapon and get that going just about here. Can I indicate there? Yeah, there. So
Okay.
my bright gleaming scythe appears in the air and kind of takes a swipe at the big one who's pulled out the sword, the fang sword,
Okay.
and
How about it?
make a sweet attack if I can remember how to do that. All right. It's just bear with me. All right. Is this an attack? How do I just roll?
How do you do what, sorry?
Oh, I'm just going to roll.
Your D20 plus a spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, which will be
3 plus 1. 6?
yeah, 6. Sorry, folks.
That's not terrible!
So that's the hit. Your spirit weapon just hits
Spirit
one thing. Right.
Yep.
Yes, that does hit.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 6.
Yeah, plus 6. And it does.
Max damage!
Nice one.
Nice.
14.
14 damage.
Distracted by Fenrir's acrobatics, this scythe comes out of nowhere and just slices this thing across.
That is my turn.
Gary, you're up.
Gary's gonna do what Gary does best. Move up and punch a snake. Punch, 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 punch. This guy is no longer grappled, right?
He is no longer grappled.
Okay, it's just regular punchy
Is
damage. Sorry,
Gary-
punchy attacks.
Is Gary able to flank with the dead body?
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah,
Does it
that's
hit?
fine. That'll hit. Get your punch on.
For 10 points of Fists of Fury damage.
Bring it.
Oh my.
Followed by a 14.
Yeah, 14 hits.
For this.
14 hits. Awesome. No minor blessing needed.
Really high self-regulation.
For 11 points of punch you in the face.
And how do you
Watching
take out this guy, Gary?
Talking about.
I hit him so hard that I snap off one of his fangs with the first punch, and then catch it and knife him with it.
Oh,
Noise.
amazing.
Nice.
There's a massive uppercut. You can see a fang goes loose in the air, and you just grab it and just stab it straight in his chest as he falls down with his own tooth sticking out of his chest.
Wow, that's brutal.
Flurry of blows. I'm going to run up and charge the guy that tried to shoot at me and teach him a lesson. For a 29 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. 29? Jeez, it's not even fair.
And I would like to knock this one prone, if I may. For Dex 14.
Summon the mother.
Dex save 14.
I might murder them first.
He staggers on his feet for a moment, but then readies himself. He's not fallen over. He saves.
Cool. We'll try again.
Yeah, 16 hits.
16 hits. In comes the damage, and I'd like you to re-roll.
You rolled a 4 on your d20 with a 16 result. Anyway,
Monk bullshit.
what is this?
I have it
16?
because monks are dex, so I have a +5 to my dex, plus
Yeah.
proficiency, plus
Plus
the
the
d4.
wisdom.
So 6 points of punchy damage, and I'd like him to fall prone again, please.
What was that? A dex save, was it?
Yeah, 14.
Because I got monstered by arrows. Like,
Again, he's really strong. Like, this is the guy that's got a snake tail, and he's like one of those punching bags where he keeps coming back up. He's right himself.
Counterbalance.
I like the Bobo dolls.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So he's not going down.
Bollocks.
But I get up again. You ain't never gonna.
We're gonna kick him down. Thumb thumpers.
Are you out of actions now?
I hold my last action.
Okay. He now,
Has disadvantage on his perception check to see his enemy.
even though his enemy is right in front of him.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules.
How does that work though? He's not trying to perceive it. But, I don't know how to roll that. On disadvantage, so this guy can't see his enemy. Has to be looking
Well,
at you.
it says on a failed save, or
No, this guy saved. The only guy that failed was the guy that's now dead.
Creatures.
This guy saved.
okay, hold on.
So,
He sees me just fine.
yeah, he sees you just fine. And he reaches forward.
I misread that. That's
You don't see it at first, but his tail starts to make its way towards your feet. And he is going to attempt to constrict you for a natural 20 for 25.
Gary?
Yes,
who's he?
Gary. This guy here is grappling this guy with
The
constriction.
fat one? Is it the fat one?
No, this one here, the one that Gary's just been beaten on.
I assumed this dude pulling out a bow was going to be a weak-ass little guy. And
Yeah, well, Gary, to be fair, he's beating on you, not beating you off. So.
Is this contested?
Well, yes. So first you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and then you must.
Ow.
Target is grappled. Escape DC 13. So I think you are grappled, but
Okay.
next turn you can attempt to escape. Because it doesn't say if it fails a save, it just says to escape, DC 13. You are currently restrained.
Balls.
The abomination, the
16
massive one, now turns to. It's seeing body. It's now seeing Gary being tied up by his mate. He starts to make his way back towards the center of the room. Oh, hang on. No, he doesn't. He's just pulled out the fang, so I couldn't see Finry on the edge of the screen there. Moves forward a touch to bring the fanged sword down on Finry.
Why would you do this to me? Finnery pulls out a pair of glasses from his jacket, and he's just like, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
For a 24 to hit.
Uncanny dodge. So that is my uncanny dodge. As I pull out the glasses, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
Does that make you a complete miss or half damage?
Half damage.
Okay. Making you take 6 points of damage.
Awesome.
He's going to bring it down on you again. Oh, hang on. Yes, he is. Absolutely, he is. For a whopping 10. to hit. This time the fang, after just that first one connecting, he goes wide with this one, a little bit overzealous, and swings over your head.
Because the viewers demand it, Finnery just...
You hear this guy saying, "Enough with your foul sounds." And Bonnie, you're up.
Yay, me! Okay, I'm gonna go in here, and then I'm gonna shoot an arrow at Sneaky McSnakeface that's engaged with Gary, because Gary looked like he got wailed on.
Not too bad, thanks to Jared's perky
That's not
bonus
as
points.
good as I would like it. 14 plus 1d4.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay! Alright. And then I will roll my damage. 5 plus 2 is 7. Bling! And then I will, as my bonus action, cast Bardic Inspiration on Gary.
Oh, thank you.
So that gives you
D8.
a D8 to 1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. You can add it after seeing the roll, but not before knowing the outcome. And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you think you can re-roll for your for your temporary hit points?
Me?
Yeah, because every time you end your turn in within 30 feet of me.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm good. It's good. And that's my turn.
Finnery, you're up.
Well, the man of the hour. Well, Finnery, realizing he's got a brand new buddy right next to him, is going to be like, "Hey, I can slash you too." And he's going to... And so, is this dude, he's big, he's blubbery, like, is his mouth hanging open because he's just, like, exerted himself too much?
No, not at all. This guy is built. He is ripped. He knows what he's doing, and he wields this fang like he's done it 1,000 times before.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Thank you, boy.
So he's not like fat. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger instead.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly
built. Okay.
He's built.
Like not Arnold Schwarzenegger right now, but like older, like younger.
Yeah. Terminator 1.
Yeah.
base.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, cool. Where's your accent, buddy? And I'm cool. Okay. Well, Finnery will right next to me. You're big. But you only hit me once. Okay. Right. Stab him right in the nose with the with my sonic blade. So you guys watch as the rippling purple energy forms around my hand, forms out into a blade, and I'm just gonna like stab him right in the face. Let's see how this goes. Ignore the damage that comes through for the sneak attack, because I don't get sneak attack. Yeah, 9 to hit. Yeah.
No, your psychic blade hits this armor of shimmering scales, and the energy kind of just dissipates before you.
Boop. I booped your snoot, and I'm just gonna like come up with like a left-handed uppercut up into like with the blade again, like underneath his face. Okay.
That's better.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
Cool. 6 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
And then I am going to give him a wedgie. But like in my head, I'm just going to give him a wedgie, but not really because I have no more.
He's not wearing any pants.
He's not. Oh God. Finn was just gonna. Yes. This is a terrible predicament for me to be in. Is Merc within like at least 30 feet, give or take, of me? So.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes. Yes. Quite. Yes. Well, big fellow. What say we call it quits and you stop attacking me and my friends, and we come to some more of a amicable agreements and scaled mother. We can just table that for another time. What do you say?
Say that you interrupted something you had no business interrupting.
Yes,
Or at least you
Finnery.
tried to.
Yes, we call that Finnery Interruptus. And I end my turn.
Burke, you're up.
I'm going to move forward into the into the room. I don't know, maybe about there. And I will move my spiritual weapon that's here as my bonus action. I will move that closer to Wiki Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Take a swipe. For 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Awesome.
I love those dice.
Yeah, they're good.
They're so cool.
2d8, yeah. So I actually should have got another d8 from my last one because the fifth
okay.
level goes to it. Yeah, but that's okay. 7 plus whatever it was. 13.
13 points of
13 damage. And then I will send a sacred flame at the guy grappling Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, can you? It's supposed to be 2d8 for my sacred flame, but not for the spiritual weapon. The spiritual weapon is.
Well, they both hit, so just roll that one.
Yeah, and I'll figure it out.
And you'll figure it out.
Okay. Gotcha. 1d8.
Plus in one.
No, I don't know.
No, just 1d8. 5!
Cool. So 5 was for the spiritual weapon. Got it.
No, it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, okay. Spellcasting modifier.
6.
So.
Isn't it?
No, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8.
Okay.
Got there.
Got it.
We need to
got
write that down. Like have a little cheat sheet. So you don't have to do that every time.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
All right, Gary, you're up.
So what do I need to do to get out of my grapple?
Good question. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated.
Nope.
Where's the grappler? Reach of the grappler or grappling effects? I don't know. I'm going to say make a strength check to see if you can sort of free yourself.
Okay, hold fire on telling me whether it succeeds or not, because I might need bardic inspo. A strength check, huh? It's a check, so it should come with 1d4.
So
It's an ability check, right? Bless covers ability checks?
Yes.
So the grapple creature can use its action to escape. It must succeed on a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check contested by your strength athletics check. I think, yeah.
Oh, so a contested whatever you want.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So the player can do a strength or dexterity check contested by the creature's strength.
Okay. So you can re-roll it if you want, Gary, and use whatever of those abilities.
I might throw in the dex instead.
Okay. Against this guy's strength.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You do have...
I will like to use my... Let's go
Minor
bardic
blessing?
inspo.
Oh, bardic inspo.
No, bardic
Nice.
inspo.
Okay.
Should have stuck with the original roll, shouldn't I?
20. You manage to get your arms out of this snake's coil and then sort of hit it enough such that it loosens a bit and you climb free of its coiled grasp.
But that's my action.
That is your action.
And I think I can only monk bullshit. Flurry of blows. As a bonus action, but if I've attacked. You're testing me today, Jez.
So much monk math.
Well, just immediately after you take the attack action. Okay, I didn't take the attack action, so I can't flurry of blows you. I ain't got shit.
Great. Are you done?
Sure.
Okay. So the creature that's now has just been taken a bit of a beating.
Ooh. I get Jared's bonus.
Oh, the health bonus. Got it.
The health. What was it? It was 1
D6 plus 6.
Remember, it doesn't add to your actual HP. It goes into your temp HP.
Reserve, is it temp?
And that doesn't stack. So whatever you roll now replaces what's there.
Yeah. You took that away from me when you constricted me.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
No, I mean, oh, good, it's resolved the situation.
Oh, good. Your temporary hit points are gone. Marvelous.
That's 2 from 2 for max
Nice.
temp.
This snake that was in front of you, the Yuan-Ti in front of you, sort of sensing that things are getting a bit out of control here, man, it tries to get past you there, Gary, so you will get an attack opportunity as it gets closer to Bonnie.
Say, oh hell no, you don't. And it's probably just a single, but with the 1d4. 4 or 23 to punch him in the back of the skull.
Absolutely hits.
I can benefit.
The 7 damage. He feels it. You hit him in the back of the head and he staggers forward a bit. Already had his sword in hand as he brings that down on Bonnie.
Yeah, what? I was listening to temporary hit points.
For a 15 to hit.
Yes.
That's hit. For a big 5 points of damage.
Not my temporary hit points.
And he's going to swing again. So the first one comes down, hits. The second one comes back up for 10 to a hit.
Hold on a second.
Oh, no.
Please hold.
A 10 shouldn't hit, surely.
Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. It misses.
No.
Yeah.
So the second attempt goes wide, but then he's still going to attempt to try and... Oh, how far have we gotten there? 15.
You fucking what, mate?
He's going to try and get
No.
past you.
I'm gonna attack him because he attacked me. So,
Reaction.
reaction. Can I do any attack as a reaction, or does it have to be a standard attack? Melee attack. Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Unless you have a feat, you can do spells. But
Fuck, I don't know that. Alright, I'm going to try and cut a bitch. That is not good. I rolled a 1. That is really shit.
He gets as far as one step out of the door.
Ass.
The big dude, seeing that his other guy is left, just calls out, "Weak!" as he brings that fanged blade back down on Fenrir.
Why would you? What? Why?
Because you're here, and you're in my way. For 19 to hit.
But was this a legendary action?
No, it's just this guy's turn.
But Bonnie just went. Oh no, she had a.
That was a reaction.
Oh yeah, yes, quite, yes, Yes. Well, I ask you, sir, have you seen my posterior? And I bend over and show my ass to uncanny dodge him.
For 5 points of damage as that blade just, like a needle in the ass cheek.
Yeah.
Facts not heal that.
But also, is that really the best you can do? Like, seriously, you haven't rolled above a 10 for damage, sir? Like, come on. Like, shit.
The dagger aside, you see his jaw open wide.
Oh,
These
he's gonna
massive fangs come out.
Yeah, eat my ass!
For 14 to sink into it.
My ass. These buns of steel.
Buns of steel. He's just like, you're too small and his head's too big to try and get a bite. So you can't quite get a grip on that one. Brings us to Bonnie.
Alright! It's bunny time, it's bunny time. She's not gonna worry about that guy that was hightailing it out of there. He'll probably die of his injuries or be eaten by his brethren. Is that racist? I don't know. Alright. So I'm just
Bunch of Yuan-Ti, grippli with shovels will take care of it.
yeah, right. If they ever decide to grow a spine. I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at second level. So that's a con save of 15 for your sneaky boy. Please roll terribly.
Con save 15. Oh, does the 17 save?
No! Dang. Yeah, so I could have used cutting words, but like, you can see within. Oh, that's it. Yeah, ability check. Yeah, you can do so. That's like I can't do that because I know the result. Dang. Okay, well that didn't do anything. All right, I'm gonna use bardic inspiration on Finry.
Oh, for me?
You can do it, Finry. Flex those buns.
You're up, Finry.
Finry, what? Finry just went. Didn't he? No, he didn't. Oh,
No,
yes.
you were defending.
Finry flexes. Thank you, 2AC. I knew I could do it, but your words just made it better.
Gary mutters under his breath, "Fucking suck up."
As this snake's tongue licks my ass crack, I'm just gonna flip around and don't worry guys, the Starjammer one won't be as vile. I promise I will keep it PG-13.
You can try, you will fail.
I'll try. I am going to swing around as I button up my pantaloons, and once again, I'm going to crack at this guy, remembering the fact that I have a D4 as well. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
7 points of psychic damage to Snack Boy.
Snack boy.
As I smack him in the nose again, does his mouth open?
You kind of doing this so fast that, yeah, his mouth is still open a bit.
Cool. I'm going to shove a Molotov cocktail down his throat.
Nice. Alright.
Pressure!
You light this thing with his mouth still open, and it's not a small jaw like we've said. You throw this thing into his mouth and you can see like a cartoon style bottle in his throat. Do you stay put?
I was assuming I would have to do something like kick him or something to break the glass to make the actual combustion thing. So I'm gonna have to stay and give him a kick.
Okay.
Right in his snake dick. No, I only said that because it rhymed, but I'm gonna like see the thing like in his throat, and I'm just gonna push throat punch.
Give me that attack. I'm going to say give me an advantage because this guy is now choking on this massive bottle which is in his throat. And you
What am I
are
rolling?
up in his face. Just
It just
well, you can roll
attack.
your psychic blade to try and pierce it. Up to you. Otherwise, unarmed attack.
Here it comes.
Is that 2 attacks?
That was an advantage, you said.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So
So 18 to hit.
that hits. That hits. What happens?
As I puncture this thing, I just look at him as his eyes go wide and his mouth starts to smoke. And I'm just like, you shouldn't really fuck with the CBA. And oh shit, I should have asked if you had any money before. Oh shit. And I turn back to the party and he just explodes behind me and I'm like, oh shit.
You turn to the party and sort of waiting to hear what their expression was, and it's the weirdest thing. Like his head explodes, the whole neck area just blows out. The head, still intact, blows off. What's the weirdest thing is that his tail kind of shoots off. All that's left in this area is this scattered remains of what scales he had on him, but also this shimmering armor which still sits there.
I'll
I don't
jump
think I've
down
done anything quite like that before.
and pick up the armor.
Hold up.
Loading.
Are we out of initiative? Otherwise, Gary's going to chase this guy down and punch him in the back of the head.
No, he's still there. You can still chase him
No
down and
s-
punch him in the head.
No survivors.
But
Yeah.
Mirth is up
No-
next.
No backup. Oh, yeah. Bird's got.
So, Finnery,
Hit points for him.
we'll cover that in a second. Merc,
Yeah.
you're up.
Sorry, I just rolled 7 hit points because you're just within 30 feet of me, Finnery.
I got 7 hit points, thank you.
7. Yes.
Wahoo! I'm not gonna die soon. Yay.
I am going to. Yeah, it's got obliterated.
Outside.
Yeah, he's out there. Yeah. All right. I'll. Can I see through this curtain thing here? Can you see? Is there a line of sight?
You won't be able to see out there now.
Okay. I'll be right up next to him. Did not. I'm just gonna. God, that's what I can do. I might. He looked pretty hurt when he was leaving.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was bleeding well. He was bruised already.
He'll probably die before you do. And if not, I can
Yeah.
stabilize you.
Yeah, I might run after him, just as he's leaving, and I will. I'll walk up to him through the curtains and then just have a hack at him with my side to like trying to pull him back in. That is a strength check, which is not my.
How far can you move your spiritual weapon?
20 feet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no! So, but I'm holding my scythe, my real.
Oh, okay.
So it's a weapon.
No, I thought because spiritual weapon's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you
It
have
is,
to have
but
like
it-
line of sight to do that though.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's it's I can only move it 20 feet, so I can't move it.
Yeah, fair.
And I have a -1 to my strength attack.
Amazing.
One. Roll.
His scythe is definitely.
Oh, and a natural one.
Okay.
So negative 0. You get 0.
Yep.
Just
You roll
it's
a strength of 0
That's even
every
worse
one.
than a natural one.
it's not even like hearing the of a blade going past your ear. This guy has no idea you're behind him.
No one else saw that because it's on the other side of the curtains.
That's a swing and a miss, and you nick an artery in your own leg and bleed out the eye then and there.
Cool.
was
I'll just
majestic.
pretend that didn't happen and just be like, he's running.
Did you get him, Merc?
He's too fast for me. I'll just stay there so that he can, run away. But I can actually benefit from it. So that's the end of my turn. But I can actually benefit from my hit points as well. I did not realize. So yeah.
Okay. This guy, not knowing you're right behind him, other side of that curtain, he continues running. He starts to head. Not that you can tell. You just see him run out the door. Sorry, you don't know where he's going.
Is it Gary's turn?
Oh, sorry, it was Gary's turn. You are correct. My bad. Undo that.
Stay put.
Stay put.
Gary's gonna monk shit this.
Of course he is.
And I'm gonna charge out the door. Run up Merc's back. Do a barrel roll.
Cool.
And then just punch all the way down. Punch.
Okay.
Punch. Oh, so that should come with a 1d4, which probably hits anyway.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah. For 7.
28 to
28
hit.
hits, yes.
For 7.
And how does that blow end this Yuan-Ti?
Have you ever seen the movie Ong Bak? No? Yeah, Jared's nodding. We'll do the finishing move with the elbow through the back of the head.
Oh, what?
Fantastic.
Nice. Love it.
Fantastic. As you launch up and come down with this elbow in the back of this guy's head, he's like, just the impact of it, his jaw, still being humanoid, just dislodges and falls loose.
Aw.
Gary goes, "Oh, that fucking stings."
Funny Bone's not so funny now.
Okay, we're out of combat. What would you like to do?
I take the armor.
I'm going to get my dagger and I'm going to start cutting snake fangs out of faces. With no explanation, no preamble. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to take one of my empty vials and I'm going to scoop up some of that big snake's blood. And I'm not going to offer any explanation whatsoever.
Okay. Finnery, you have a very nice shiny set of armor. I'm just trying to find where it is. I'll actually drag it onto your character sheet so you can see what it all does.
Onto my character sheet.
Yeah, it'll appear.
You make that sound so salacious.
It'll appear. Your armor will appear in your inventory. Somehow.
That sounds like it holds very good monetary
What'd
value.
that do?
Fenrir.
This serpent scale armor, this suit of magic armor is made from shimmering scales. While wearing it, you can apply your full dex mod instead of a max of +2 when determining your armor class. In addition, this armor does not impose disadvantage on your stealth checks.
Your religion.
I don't know if I'm proficient with this. Is it in D&D Beyond?
It's in the Candlekeep book.
While that's happening, I speak to Merc and I go, "Should we toss this body? See what it's got?"
Sure, you can have a.
Oh, I am not proficient, DM.
Okay.
So I'll just put it into the bag of holding for now.
Gary doesn't wear armor.
Oh yes, it's scale mail. Right. You are not proficient.
It's scale mount. I'm not proficient. Yeah.
You can look at the body of this Yuan-Ti. I was going to look for the for the dinner bell, the chime. If I could find where that was coming from. Should I look around or like investigate?
You can make give me an investigation check as you make your way over to the other critter up here.
Oh.
And Gary, you'll give me an investigation check for the one at your feet.
I threw perception rather than investigation. It's the same modifier, and I'll just treat it as a shitty 6.
Hey team, good work everybody. You've all done really well. Does anyone who like scale mail, can they wear that?
What did you say the
he's a
perk
cleric.
was?
The cleric can.
Oh, you can wear it. Cool. This is for you. I'm gonna give it to you. It matches your nostrils.
And my feet.
Yeah. They're probably so you don't need to be paid now because you've got that, and you're part of the CDA now. This indoctrinates you. I hereby appoint you, and I do like a hand on like each side of the shoulders. You are an honorary member. You are a full-fledged member of the CDA. You have helped a lot, and I'm gonna go have a little bit of a lay down over in the corner over there. Oh, but probably not because we're still here. Usually when we finish things, we back to the CDA, and the DM hasn't actually said that we're finished with this adventure yet, so I think there is still some more mystery, but we'll get to that eventually. Gary, what do you got?
Nothing. I was clicking.
So
If you're going to lay down, Finry, can you do the healers a favor and do it in the recovery position so that we don't have to worry about you choking on your own tongue?
I didn't know that could happen to me, but yeah, I can definitely do that.
No, we appreciate that.
What is the recovery position?
Like the fetal position on your left side.
What's a fetus?
We're
in like medieval times, we didn't have sonograms and shit like that. So
the position that you put people in when they've drunk way too much and you're afraid they're gonna vomit and choke on their own vomit, and you put them on their side.
We typically put them on. We typically put them in a bed with their head lying on their back and throw a dick on their forehead.
Yeah. Gary gets it. You put the dick on the forehead and everything when they drink too much. Yeah, sure. I can lay on my side when I go to sleep. If we go to sleep, do we want to sleep amongst these dead bodies or?
Absolutely.
Do we get any indication that may have been the scaled mother, or
you're really gonna force it?
Still,
or was it more like a scaled motherfucker?
Give me a perception check.
Is there anything in the temple that would indicate that this is? What did you want? Perception.
15
Perception.
Investigation check.
Oh, okay.
To look for the chime.
Yeah, you head over to where the other guy is up in this area here, and you find the chime laying on the ground next to him. This is a chime of opening.
Oh.
I can drop that onto your character sheet, I think, so you can see what it is. Cool.
What was it doing? That was eliciting the screams.
Opening the Yuan-Ti tied to the pillars, obviously.
Where is it?
Just maybe you could go for a legs jerk.
I was not going to go for a leg. I'm not that foul. Thank you very much, Maddie.
Apparently, I am.
I mean, I thought of it, but I wasn't going to say it.
The charm of opening is a hollow metal tube. It's about 1 foot long, weighs 1 pound. You can strike it as an action, pointing it at an object within 120 feet of you that can be opened, such as a door, a lid, or a lock. The chime issues a clear tone, and one lock or latch on the object opens unless the sound can't reach the object.
What about?
We don't need Finry anymore.
Well, okay, all right. So, sorry. Okay, so my quick question is, does the chime also work on legs? There we go. There it
Because
is.
legs aren't an object unless they're
Okay.
detached and prosthetic.
Objects. Does object? Does objects like mean like what the triangle, the chime defines as an object, or like the viewer defines as an object? Is my question. Like this is like is the chime itself sexist? Is what I want to know.
It's
I'd
a
love to see where the chime
magical
rolls starts.
chastity belt opener.
I'm gonna see if it works on his trousers.
Yeah.
This has
Go for
limited.
it.
This
Go
is a
for it,
limited.
no.
This is a limited use item.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
limited use.
No, you already said it. It happens.
Yeah, this is important. No, I don't know.
So, of the 10 charges of that thing, 3 have been used.
It's the sarcophagus is completely empty, right?
Mhm.
What were they
proven
trying
to
to
be empty.
open?
They were trying to open that sarcophagus.
Oh, okay. Well, they did that, and it was open. What was inside?
It's-
Nothing.
yeah.
That
What
seems
is
really
on,
stupid.
What is on the sarcophagus? What is inside the sarcophagus? What is written? What is?
Oh,
Yeah. Is there a
Merc's a
compartment or
religious
anything like
guy.
that?
Maybe Finry, we could get Merc to have a look at it and see if any of the squiggles make sense.
Yeah. I'm happy to give him a hand. Yeah.
Wait up there, Merc.
I rolled. Mick, come on. You know how I gave you that really nice scale armor and stuff, and now you have that really cool chime.
Yeah.
Just want to say, buddy, favor for a favor, as it were.
This is probably a mistake, but I shoved the chime into your chest and go, "You can have that."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, no, like I as the manager of the CDA, I need to make sure that all treasure and stuff, like, it'll be divided evenly among the party, and
Inventory.
inventory. Exactly, Gary. Inventory.
Safety checked. It needs one of those little stickers that says "Last inspected."
Yeah. And we have to make sure, it's not going to hurt anyone. It's not cursed or anything like that, because I would hate for any of you to be cursed. And at the end of the day, also, if we don't actually find anything of monetary value whilst we're here, like, if we need to sell stuff, like, we can do that to reimburse people for, travel expenses and things like that.
Aren't we getting
Of
paid
course.
by the library for this mission?
We are, but we can always be paid more. Like,
We're getting paid by Finry regardless. We are his employees.
Well, you are
I work on a-
employees.
Casual basis.
Yeah, so, the definition of your casual contract actually means that, you are employed by the business when you start your shift, and when you end your shift, you are no longer hired by the business.
Wait. No, I can't do that. That's a subtract.
With your 17 perception, Gary, if you're looking around this room,
I'm looking around the temple. Yeah, not at the.
yeah,
Yeah, you can have a bardic inspiration if you want.
No,
And you can use both. Those are pretty terrible.
I will assist also with looking around the thing as well, but I'm more focused on the sarcophagus, as it
Okay.
were, with Merc.
well, give me an investigation check there, Finry. So, Gary, what you can see across the room, and the room is pretty empty, apart from the makeshift or table in the middle there, and the sarcophagus at the end. I've got to get rid of this flashing blood. It's driving me crazy. On the 6 pillars, you can see there's some carvings on them, and it's that it's that same kind of, you recognize that symbol on it, right? Where's it gone?
A scaled mother symbol.
Yes, the scaled mother symbol. They're all facing the same direction, they're all facing down. They're all like that. That side, facing down. In various degrees of detail, although it's very hard to make out exactly what level, like exactly what it is. They're all various sizes, all pointing down.
Do you relay that, Henry?
That was Gary that noticed that on the pillars.
Do you relay that?
We're gonna get with my investigation.
With your investigation check, looking at this sarcophagus, what you see is it looks like picture like an Egyptian mummy, but you can see it's got very much a snake-like head, and it's holding on top of itself. It's wearing that armor which you've picked up, and on top of itself is this massive fang.
Right. Okay. So
one more thing with you notice. Across its head is like this headband crown, and on the crown there is that same symbol.
The symbol of going down.
The symbol of that scaled mother.
Right. Gary, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, I was thinking more like Uncharted style puzzles of rotating pillars and.
Oh yes, yes, yep,
That's
yep.
where my head was at.
That was yep. I was not thinking about going down on the scaled mother. Yes. I think that will
Do you want to have a quick 5-minute break before we get into whatever happens next?
Sure.
Actually, that's not good. Bio break wouldn't be too bad.
Quick 5-minute bio break. Back shortly. We'll see how this wraps up.
Kill.
All right. Also, I vote not to go down on the scaled mother. That can be
And we're out.